BBS. BBS. Blackberg Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.
REED-BBS. BBS. Want to give thanks to His Excellency for allowing me to do this video. Of course, I'm talking about the Day of Reckoning, which takes place December 23rd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This is the prediction video. Joshua versus Wallin, Wilder versus Parker. And I gave you my big baby, my Chunky Gerald versus Daniel Dubois prediction yesterday. I got Chunky Gerald. If he even remotely resembles the fighter he's been pre-steroid or PED accusations and failed tests. He's too busy. He's too big. His come forward style will make Daniel Dubois come completely and totally and thoroughly unglued. Unglued! A man who quits on himself as frequently as Dubois does. A man who looks for places to lay on the canvas whenever there's duress, to the degree Dubois does. I think Frank Warren picked Chunky Gerald specifically to rid him of Daniel Dubois. But enough about that one. Anthony Joshua versus OTTO-Wallin. So with Joshua, once again, there's a trainer switch in the mix. He hasn't said Derek James is completely out of the mix as his trainer, but he is working with Ben Davidson for this one. Ben Davidson, Chris Jericho looking ass trainer. Davidson's good though. He had a respite, a brief bit of time with Tyson Fury. And even though Fury's now with Sugar Hill, he has nothing bad to say about Davidson. In the case of Wallin, him and Joshua, they have familiarity with each other. They fought twice as amateurs, both won by Joshua. They've sparred countless rounds with each other. And there seems to be, with that familiarity, there seems to be contempt breeding as well as bravado. I don't know how much of this is manufactured bravado or real bravado. In the case of Joshua, it would seem, oh yeah, I'm familiar with you because I done pieced you up as an amateur, brought you into camps to spar, blah, blah, blah. But that was all pre-Andy Ruiz, bad build Andy, and Joshua's shocking and embarrassingly one-sided loss given to that, taken by that man or to that man or from that man, whatever I'm trying to say. And like most of us, Wallin shares the same opinion of the post-Ruiz Anthony Joshua, that he's overly cautious now, that he is damn near just flat out afraid of getting hit, that he's in the ring to not get hit first and foremost before he thinks of inflicting punishment, which is certainly not becoming of a man with Joshua's physique and build. And if the Fury fight, if Wallin's one and only loss, his fight to Fury, gives us any indication of how he'll fight against Joshua, this fight here, just like Daniel Dubois, he's like a 4-1 fucking favorite over Chunky Gerald for some reason. Equally, just as Joshua is a heavy favorite over Wallin, this fight could go either way, man. I've already told you I got Chunky Gerald over Dubois. I'm not telling you I'm picking Wallin over Joshua, but keep your eyes on this one because, again, the way he fought against Fury, Wallin was bringing the fight to Fury. He kept Fury on his back foot until Fury got cut and was like, okay, fuck this. So then Fury changed the course of the fight, changed the strategy of the fight, forced Wallin on his back foot, the southpaw, made things uncomfortable for Wallin and eked out a very close decision. a decision many felt wouldn't have even went that far based on the cut if it wasn't Fury and the fact that they had bigger fish to fry in terms of fights down the road for Fury. But yeah, if Wallin, and there's no reason to think he won't fight Joshua aggressively based on how he's talked, how he fought against Fury, who is a better fighter than Joshua. I mean, that just is what it is. That said, I'm going to take Joshua. I don't think he is going to be tested. Like, he's going to have to bite down and show a level of determination we haven't seen from him since the Vlad Klitschko fight where he had to climb off the canvas to win. There could be moments like that. There'll for sure be moments when Joshua is uncomfortable. I don't know if he'll get dropped or not, but I do think he'll weather any storms and he'll eventually take Otto Wallin out. And as for Wilder and Parker, there's familiarity of sorts here too. That being that Joseph Parker is trained by Andy Lee, who is a mate. He's a mate. He's tight with Tyson Fury, who apparently has given Parker tips on how to fight Wilder. I don't know. Unless you plan on being 6'9" and weighing 280 like Fury's ass did, I don't really know what Fury could tell Parker in terms of helping him to defeat Wilder. Wilder came in, weighed in at 213, his lightest since his first fight against Fury, and 42 and a half pounds lighter than Joseph Parker. So, in theory, Parker will be the stronger man. Doesn't mean he'll fight like it. Doesn't mean he'll try to impose physicality upon Wilder to the extent that Fury did. And, is he even able to implement Fury's strategy? Like I said, you don't have his height, his reach. No one calls Joseph Parker heavyweight Floyd the way they've called Fury at times. And my thing is, if slow Joe Joyce can hit you, if slow Joe Joyce can KO you, then WWWD, what would Wilder do? What will Wilder do? Deontay Wilder's going to knock out Joseph Parker. I can't even tell you what round, but what we do know is 1 through 12, Wilder possesses what I call rescue power, meaning he could have lost the first 11 rounds decisively, but he has enough power to rescue that victory for him even in the 12th and final round. So with that said, I don't know what round, but he's going to catch Joseph Parker at some point, just like slow Joe Joyce caught Joseph Parker at some point. And when he does, Wilder will end Joseph Parker. So yeah, give me Joshua in a close one by KO. Give me Wilder by KO, just because that's what Wilder does on some bomb squad shit. And yeah, give me Chunky Gerald Miller over Daniel Dubois. REED-BBS, Black Burke Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.